The 1.7 diesel engine under the bonnet of Opel and Vauxhall vehicles is the legend. Today I'll focus on several common problems, so the video may seem to be a little negative, but I assure you this is one of the least problematic diesel engines on the market, and it's a pity that Vauxhall cars stopped using it in the 2015 model year, switching to more modern General Motors diesel engines. The 1.7-liter engine was developed by the Isuzu company together with General Motors, and it was engineered based on the old diesel engine from the early 1990s. Companies even built a joint manufacturing plant in Poland to produce these engines, and they were used in Vauxhall, Opel and Chevrolet vehicles in Europe, and even in the Honda Civic. The blocks were made in Japan, and about 60% of the parts for the engine were supplied from Germany. This is a simple 4-cylinder engine with common rail injection. It doesn't have a lot of modern technologies in the head, so the head is super reliable. Of course, there are still the DPF and EGR systems that will cause problems at a certain point, but this is common for all diesel engines. Among common problems with the 1.7 CDTI, I would point out the turbocharger issues. The turbos will fail earlier than the engines hit the 120,000 mile mark, so they shouldn't be considered very reliable. But the good news is that they are repairable and there is no need to pay for a replacement part when the turbocharger fails. If you own such an engine, pay attention to the timing belt replacement interval. It's not going to last forever, and if it jumps or breaks, the engine is dead. I would replace the belt once every 60,000 miles, even though for later model years Vauxhall recommended 90,000 mile intervals or 10 years, whatever comes first. The common rail system is overall reliable and good, but if it fails because of bad diesel fuel quality, it will cost you a fortune to repair. Also, there have been a ton of reports of coolant leaks. Basically, there are two problematic spots for antifreeze leaks: the heat exchanger and also the injectors. If the leak is in the heat exchanger, the oil will mix with the coolant quite fast, and it's important to spot it since the engine may eventually die because of this. Also, the coolant system gets contaminated heavily and the repairs will come with heavy bills. But this only happens when you buy non-OEM antifreeze. It tends to destroy different O-rings in gaskets, creating a lot of problems. I would change antifreeze once every 2 or 3 years, or up to 30,000 miles or 50,000 kilometers, and I would only use OEM fluids for servicing this engine. Other than that, there are no problems with these engines, and they can happily last up to 250, even 300,000 miles if serviced well. But if you consider getting a used car with this engine, it's only a good idea if you see the transparent service records and history. Otherwise, the engine may already be quite problematic and require very expensive repairs in the near future.